Before we begin, please imagine the bell notification is on and you're subscribed to Huna Stories. It was a crisp autumn evening when the first real crack appeared. Leaves skittered across the driveway like warnings nobody heeded. I pulled into the garage after a long shift, expecting the usual quiet welcome. My mother's soft voice from the kitchen, the smell of something simmering. Instead, I found silence, broken only by muffled voices upstairs. My wife's family had arrived unannounced again. Her brother, sister, and their mother, always her mother, sprawled across the living room like they owned the place. They did this more often now, dropping in for family time, which mostly meant critiquing everything I'd built. The furniture was too old-fashioned, the paint colors were depressing, and my mother, she was becoming a burden. I'd promised Mom she'd never be alone after Dad passed. The house was paid off years ago through overtime and skipped vacations. When Elena suggested Mom move in, I'd felt grateful, a second chance at family. But gratitude had curdled into something else. That night, I overheard it while pretending to check emails in the study. Elena's mother. She's slowing everything down. The stairs are dangerous for her. What if she falls? We'd be liable. Elena, I know. I've been thinking, maybe assisted living, somewhere nice. She'd have company her own age. Her brother laughed. Your husband's too soft. He'll never agree unless you push harder. I waited until they left, then found Mom in her room at the back of the house. She sat by the window in the dark, hands folded, staring at nothing. They think I don't hear them, she said quietly. They talk like I'm already gone. I knelt beside her. You're not going anywhere. She touched my cheek. I don't want to be the reason your marriage breaks. You're not. But the seed was planted. Over the next months, I watched. I listened. Elena started helping Mom more, moving her things to the smallest guest room, claiming the main one needed renovating. Her family suggested I sell the house, downsize, split the money. Fresh start for everyone. Mom's pension checks, mysteriously missing once, then reappeared with excuses. Small cuts designed to wear her down until she begged to leave. I didn't explode. I planned. First, I consulted a lawyer quietly. The house was in my name only. Elena had never wanted the responsibility of the mortgage back then. I transferred ownership to a revocable trust naming Mom as primary beneficiary, myself as trustee. I updated life insurance, rerouted savings accounts, every major asset quietly shielded. Then I installed a few discreet cameras and voice recorders in common areas, not for drama, but for proof. Every conversation where they discussed handling the old woman, every time Elena agreed Mom was holding us back, every casual joke about waiting for the inheritance, it all went into encrypted storage. Then came the night that ended it. Elena's family threw a surprise anniversary party for us, except it wasn't for us, it was for them. Caterers, open bar, music loud enough to rattle windows. Mom had been told to stay upstairs, too much noise for her heart. When I arrived home, I found her sitting on the landing steps, coat on, small suitcase beside her. She said I should wait in a hotel tonight. The guests, they don't want to be reminded of old age. Her eyes were dry, but the hurt ran deep enough to drown in. I helped her stand. We walked out the front door together while laughter echoed behind us. I drove her to the new apartment I'd leased months earlier, bright, ground floor, with a garden view and 24-hour security. I told her, this is temporary, but tonight, you rest. The next morning, I returned alone. The house smelled of stale champagne and entitlement. Elena's mother lounged in my chair, sipping coffee. Elena looked surprised. You're back early? Where's your mom? Safe, I said. I set a thick envelope on the dining table. Bank statements, trust documents, recordings, timestamps, eviction notices drafted by my attorney. Elena opened it, scanned, then laughed nervously. What is this, some kind of joke? No joke. The house belongs to the trust now. Mom's trust. You and your family have 30 days to vacate, unless you prefer the sheriff handle it sooner. Her brother stood. You can't do this. We're family. You stopped being family the moment you decided my mother was disposable. Elena's face crumpled. I was just trying to make things easier for us, for our future. Our future didn't include treating her like trash. Tears came then, promises, pleas. Her mother screamed about lawyers, betrayal, how ungrateful I was. I didn't shout back. I simply waited until they started packing, frantic, messy, throwing clothes into suitcases like thieves caught in daylight. When the last box was dragged out, the house fell silent, truly silent for the first time in years. I called Mom. "Come home whenever you're ready." She arrived that afternoon, hesitant, like she was visiting someone else's life. I handed her the new keys. Same house, different locks, different rules. She looked around, eyes tracing the familiar walls. "You didn't have to do all this." I did, because some promises you keep no matter what. She hugged me then, small and fierce, the way she used to when I was a boy. And in that embrace, the weight of every whispered insult, every sideline glance, every night she'd spent alone in her room finally lifted. The house belonged to us again, not to schemes or greed or conditional love, just us. Thanks for listening. Like, comment what you would have done in that moment, and don't forget to subscribe to Huna Stories for more real-feeling revenge stories.